Okay. Ah, ooh, that was almost ugly. Alright, I think I was leaning this way. I'm trying to change up every angle. I mean, I got the same outfit on for all three blogs, but trying to give you a different... I was leaning too far back. I don't know. It'll be an ongoing thing. Let's get this timer popping. Alright. Let's talk about Oprah. Straight up. Isn't it kind of amazing that Oprah is on her last season? Like, she has a huge legacy. Can you imagine how we're going to discuss her in history? Like, you remember in history when we would discuss, like, I don't know, like Ford, because he invented the car. Like, we're really going to be discussing, like, Oprah, or we should say our children are, and the impact she had on media and talk shows and whatever. But it's her last season, even though I've already been told, like, she has her own network, so she's probably going to have a show, some kind of spinoff on her own network. Of course, it won't be like the Oprah Winfrey Show on ABC, 4 o'clock every day, but it'll still be a show nonetheless. But it's her last season with ABC. She's been on TV, like, I think they said over 20 years. Like, that's pretty, like, significant for a talk show. So, I've been blessed to be able to catch a lot of her last season. I've missed some here and there, but I'm really actually glad because I remember Oprah. Like, my mom did the whole liquid diet based on Oprah. Like, I remember you. Like, I remember you growing up, and now here you are, your last season. Shout out to the gray dress you had on today. It was banging. I think you wear body magic, Oprah. I think I need to invest. So this last season, she's had really good topics so far. Like, I can only imagine, like, it's already started out really good. So when we have this whole season to go, I mean, I can only imagine what the ending is going to be. But she has had really good topics. She's following up on stories that people really liked. And she's having guests. Like, I'm telling you, I missed it. But she had Mark Furman from the OJ trial. And I just thought that was amazing because, I mean, that was such a significant, publicized, whatever, trial. So to be able to have him on the show and then actually discuss the trial and the lies and what had happened was, I think that's amazing. Like, I really was impressed with Mark being on her show. She had Martha Stewart. Now, I'm one of those people that will automatically just say I don't like Martha just because. But honestly, when I saw her on Oprah, like, I realized that Oprah is kind of like the Black Martha in a way. Like, Martha is another level because she has all these products for home goods. But when you think about it, Oprah's the one who's like, she does all that, fix up your home. She gives out gifts. She's, food. She has that tea every year, that lunch brunch thing. Like, but I liked them together. They're the same age, kind of. But I really liked Martha. I mean, I'm not even going to hold her. Like, I'm going to give her credit. Martha Stewart is the ish. Like, she really is. Like, she is a cooking, gardening, decorating fool. And she got her business. Like, I'm not even going to hold Martha. I liked that she talked about being in jail. I think people tend to have a tendency to be open with Oprah, and that really makes a difference. She discussed the down low, which, Oprah bust that out like a couple years ago. So she went back to the guys that she had interviewed then. And I don't think she brought anybody new. But she just discussed, like what it was like. She talked to their, wives. I just saw commercial Paranormal Activity. It was very weird. I don't like horror movies. Sorry. Back to Oprah. So I thought it was kind of interesting because now the guys that were back then saying, no, we're not gay, we're just down low, were saying now in 2010, they're like, I was lying, I was gay. Yeah. Nothing against the gays, but if you're letting another dude stick you or you're sticking another dude, it's all gay. There's no gray area about that at all. Okay, she had Terry McMillan. I have to tell you, I love Terry McMillan on Twitter, and I didn't love her in the Oprah interview. The second one. The first one I really liked because remember that was a couple years ago too when her husband came out and he was gay and she sued him. And But what I liked overall is that they talked about how being that angry and hateful towards somebody, doing things out of spite, really just sucks the life out of you. And she ended up dropping the suit. But, not that she didn't have a, understandable reason to go after him, but he was on there. He's just a flaming flame. And it's not that I just didn't like, I felt like maybe Terry was a little rushed to be just trying to promote her book, but maybe because it was at the end of a show as well, like she didn't have the whole time, but I didn't feel Terry, like, I don't know. Like I said, I like her better on Twitter. Today, Oprah did health topics, which I loved. One of the things that Dr. Oz came on and confirmed is that women should not wear underwear to bed. She had all kind of little interesting facts that I was trying to like tweet and Facebook them at the same time, but it was cool. I love when Oprah does her health shows. It's always facts that come out that I didn't know. Like people pick their nose. Like I think they said it was like 5 times an hour. Like not necessarily digging up your brain, but like just your finger to your nose, like getting in there in any way, 5 times an hour. And the issue with that is then you touch stuff. So did you know that remotes in your home or the hospital, they said, are worse, and public telephones are nastier than public bathrooms? I can't get that through my head. I can't hold on to that fact. I can't commit to changing my habits. I will never sit on a public toilet. It's just the most disgusting thing that ever occurred to me. Sometimes I purposely won't go, like I'll go home, like I'll hold it until I get home. And let me tell you, I've had a UTI 1.5 times. One time it was so bad it actually went to my kidneys. The first time I ever had it, and because I didn't know, I never had a urinary tract infection before. Damn, time is up. The timer is not on our side. Well, at any rate, UTI was so painful. At least the one I had, because it went up to my kidneys. I had to go to the hospital and get flushed. It was terrible. So I do make it a habit to try to have good urinary habits. It's not good to hold it, but I'm so disgusted at times by public bathrooms. I will hold it because you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, and I won't even rush you, but I thought it was cool. Oprah did last Friday 30 inversions, and there were some pretty cool facts in there. But it's kind of weird to still hear that people are 30 inversions. All right, so.